Hi, welcome to lesson number 4. The title of this course is Winning Job Interviews. I am Jolly, your host, coach, and trainer. Today we'll talk about the third page of your CV. In the third page, you have written all the experiences that you have gained. What has modeled you as a leader today? So, all those steps must be an interesting story for your interviewer. So, linking between the first page and the third page is the crucial because here again you are going to reinforce not only what roles you have undergone but how you have brought forward your leadership. A paragraph of each role would be only the summary of that role. What you need to explain to your interviewer is how you have brought value to the role. That means, how did you go beyond the KRA of that job? That is the key, and that is the leadership that I am talking about. How you have enabled people and how you have empowered them to deliver, and how the overall process of empowerment and enablement has paid off in your favor. So instead of losing hold of your team, you have actually created a winning combination of your team and all the support guys in your company who has helped you win your goals. So, how did you do this? That is what you need to explain. Say, let me tell you how I did it. When I became a zonal head of a large company, uh, of the many roles that I had, one of course was sales, second was in franchisee operations, and third was in quality of delivery. Now we had used to have a X number of NCs every month or every quarter, and people would go about rectifying it, and everything would keep on coming back. A root cause analysis, which was not part of my KRA, I did, and I found out that crucial training to a few customer interface guys were leading to misunderstanding of what our customers expected from us and what we have promised. Not only that, it also aggravated our relationship with our distributors, our channel partners. So, what I did as a zonal head, I organized a detailed training program instead of just removing the NCs from my ISO records. As a result of this, over a period of 1 year itself, we saw the non conformance report reducing by almost 50%. And that is what paid me out. Similarly, in my experience, when I was just a sales manager, and I would sell to sensitive industries, meaning the hotel industry where guests need to be taken care of, and we have large installation of telephone exchanges, intercoms in them over a wide geographical area. And believe me, if a system goes down, a telephone system goes down, and your guests can't talk, oh, there would be complete mayhem at the hotel. And it used to happen at times because machines are supposed to fail. And if they fail, how would you manage? There were many times when I personally rushed with the spares, picked up the service engineer en route, and reached him to the destination so that he is able to repair and replace the components and take care of the system. Now, things like this are not written in my KRA, and I could have easily told my regional manager, I was just a sales manager, that you take care of it and you ensure that the customer is taken care of. No, I didn't do that. What I did instead is to take the responsibility on my hand. And that is how I developed customers for life. I will come to this later in my lesson number 8 and 9, how this has paid off to me. But what is important is that you need to go beyond your direct responsibilities to build a loyal customer base. That is important because when you are handling large customers, the requirements will keep on coming. And if they have a supplier who has been good, tried and tested, and who has met their expectations, they would merely go to the market to understand the current rates. They would not pressurize you to reduce rates below a usual level or threaten you to get competition because they know that we and I had been honest with them. I had been forthcoming with them, I had been true to them. So, this is how you need to build up your CV of page 3. You see, out of the 4 or 5 or 6 roles that you have gone through, maybe in the same job, maybe in different jobs, but ensure that you cite at least 2 or 3 highlights of that role. Like I said, what have I done which was beyond my KRA? You must keep on mentioning them to reinforce the fact that as a leader, you not only build your team, you not only enable and empower your team, but you are out in the field to help them to understand and handle customers, to understand what the market dynamics is. Now, that is as far as service is concerned. I spent a lot of time with my franchisees. I would be normally traveling for almost 15-20 days a month. I did this for almost 3 years. And I ensured that every quarter I would be analyzing the market with a franchisee, talking with their salespeople, guiding them, helping them, and ensuring that they win orders. I even went to the fact of convincing my boss to set the annual targets bottom up. Earlier, we used to think about the profit margins, the product portfolio, and then break it down to the lowest franchisee level. And they had to do it. Now, they had no moral responsibility because this number was given to them and nobody knew how those numbers came in. So, when I became a zonal manager, when I became a business head, I ensured that the numbers came bottoms up so that every individual at the lowest point who is interfacing with the customer is responsible for his or her numbers. Now, that responsibility, that empowerment ensured that everybody worked overtime to ensure that customers come in, that all those customers who walk in don't go out without purchasing. I think that's the key, and that is what enabled all of us to perform well. So I listened to my franchisees. I could have easily told them, look, we are the principal, and whatever is my boss decides, you will have to do it. For how long? They are not our slaves. They are here as a franchisees to do business, and they want a reasonable business. And that is where I enabled a franchisee by deciding their own numbers and building it up. Not only helped me meet my targets, but it also helped me improve the bottom line. As a profit center head, I could achieve what I had promised to my bosses. So use page number 3 to the extent that you tell your interviewers how you had been adding value in the marketplace, understanding competition, guiding the franchisees how to pitch in the products so that they are able to win in the marketplace, going out with them, meeting customers, handling direct customers. As a vice president, as a business head, I actually interface with customers at the reception whenever I went to a franchisee location. Now that calls for market knowledge, and that is what you need to emphasize, that besides enabling and empowering everybody, you had very deep knowledge in whichever company you worked and whichever geography you worked for. Thank you so much for listening to me. Have a nice day.